welcome back to the 2018 Crochet Along, where we bring you one granny square every single day for the next 365 days. We are on day number 68, and this one is called the French Connection. And I believe the reason why she named it the French Connection is because if you download her pattern and read it, it's like you're almost reading French. It's kind of complicated, it's kind of confusing, but I will show you how to make it look like this so it's not so complicated, okay? And this is the swatch I made. Obviously, I know my pink doesn't look good on screen, but I'm going to use different colors for the tutorial here so we don't have to worry too much about that. We are going to be doing a lot of color changing today. I believe I'm going to be working with 3, maybe 6 colors altogether. So let's go ahead and get started. Begin with a magic ring or a chain 4, join into your first chain to form a circle, and you're going to work 8 single crochet into your circle. So chain 1 and then work 8 single crochet into your circle. And when I have 8 single crochet into the beginning or into my circle, I will get back with you and we will begin round number 2, and we will be using the same color. So join with the slip stitch into your beginning single crochet when you have finished. Alright, so I have 8 single crochet into my circle. Let's go ahead, chain 1, and now we're going to work 1 single crochet into the same stitch that we just joined into, and then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to put a single crochet into the next stitch and chain 2. You're going to repeat this all the way around, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, until you have 8 single crochet and 8 chain 2 spaces. You will then join into your beginning chain 1 space when you joined, where you joined at. You're going to slip stitch into that and you're going to cut your yarn because you're going to join with a new color. Alright, so I've worked all the way around. I have 8 single crochet and 8 chain 2 spaces. I joined into my beginning chain space, chain 1 space, and cut my yarn. And so now you're going to get your yarn ready like you're going to do a chain, and you're going to begin with a single crochet into any chain 2 space that you wish. So work your single crochet. In the same chain 2 space that we just joined into, we're now going to work 2 double crochets into that space. And we are forming our petals now. So now you're going to put 1 more single crochet into the same chain 2 space, and then you're going to chain 1. Find your next chain 2 space, and you're going to place a single crochet into it, 2 double crochet, and another single crochet, all in the same space, chain 1. And again in the next space, single crochet, 2 double crochet, and then a single crochet, all in the same space with a chain 1 to complete it, and then move on to the next chain 2 space. Repeat this all the way around and you should have 8 petals made. I will get back with you when I have all 8 of my chain spaces made with new petals. Okay, so you should have worked all the way around, putting a single crochet, 2 double crochet, single crochet, chain 1, all in the chain 2 spaces. You should have 8 petals all together, and this is what it looks like. I failed to mention, I think at the end of the last part there, join with a slip stitch into your beginning single crochet, cut your yarn because you're going to join with a new color now. So now you're going to flip your work over, so you're on the back of your work, and you're going to be working front post single crochets around all the single crochet spots here from the previous round. And you're just going to insert your hook like this, bring it from behind, pull it back out, and then you'll complete your single crochet that way. So go ahead, get your yarn ready like you're going to form it, like you're going to chain. Looking from the back of your work, you're going to work your hook in, bring it from behind, bring it back out, and you're going to work your first single crochet. Now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to place a single crochet, front post single crochet around the next single crochet here. Each one of these we're going to be working into. So go ahead and work a single crochet into the next one. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Front post, single crochet into the next one. And then chain 3. Repeat this sequence of stitches all the way around. 1, 2, 3. Until you have 8 single crochet and 8 chain 3 spaces, and this is what it'll look like, and I will get back to you when I have completed that. And we will not be changing color, but we will be beginning on to round number 5. So I've worked all the way around. I ended with a chain 3, and then I slip stitched into my very first single crochet right here. And so now we're going to slip stitch over to the chain 3 space, and then we're going to chain 3. And then work 1 double crochet, 2 cluster into the chain 3 space. So we're working a 2 double crochet cluster, but I wrote it down backwards. I don't know why. So yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 3 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 3 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches on your hook. And now you're going to chain 3. And then slip stitch back into the same chain 3 space. And there is your first new petal from behind. Okay? Now you're going to slip stitch over into the next chain, or I'm sorry, now you're going to chain 1. Now slip stitch into the next chain 3 space and chain 3. Work a 2 double crochet cluster into the chain 3 space, chain 3, slip stitch into the same space, chain 1, slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, chain 3, work a 2 double crochet cluster into the chain 3 space, chain 3, slip stitch into the same space, and chain 1. Repeat this sequence of stitches all the way around until you have 8 new petals worked into the back of all of your chain 3 spaces. Once I've completed this, I will get right back with you. Alright, so you should have worked all the way around. You should have 8 brand new petals now, joined with a slip stitch into the very first chain 3 space. Cut your yarn because now you're going to use a new color. And this is what it's looking like. So there we go. So grab your new color, color D, and you're going to join in any of the chain 1 spaces that we made in between our new petals. And you're going to either chain 4, which will count as a double crochet in a chain 1, or you can do a standing double crochet and then chain 1. I'm going to do the standing double crochet and then I'm going to chain 1. So join into the chain 1 space, chain 4 or standing double crochet. If you did the standing, make sure you chain 1, and now you're going to work 1 more double crochet into the same chain 1 space. We are making V stitches this round. Chain 2. Now you're going to front post single crochet around the top of the next cluster. So remember when we did the 2 double crochet clusters making our petals? We're going to work a front post single crochet around them like that. Chain 2. Work a V stitch in the next chain 1 space in between your petals. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the chain 1 space, chain 2, work a front post single crochet around the next cluster. So go in between your chain 3, insert your hook, pull it from behind the next cluster, keeping the other chain 3 back there, and perform your single crochet. Chain 2, put a V stitch into the chain 1 space in between the petals. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 2, front post single crochet around the next cluster, chain 2, V-stitch in the next chain 1 space. Now you're going to repeat this sequence of stitches all the way around until you have 8 V-stitches. And when I have got 8 V-stitches, I will get right back with you and we will move on to round 7, where you are going to need to change your color again. Be sure to join into the top of your standing double. If you did the chain 4, then you'll join into the 3rd chain of your chain 4 to complete the round and cut your yarn. Alright, so you should have chain 2, joined with a slip stitch into your beginning stitch, and you should have 8 V-stitches made. And cut your yarn and join. Now we're going to join with a new color. You can join into any V-stitch that you wish. Be sure that that it is a V-stitch that you're joining into and not in between V-stitches. You want to actually go in between the V-stitch itself to join. You can join with a chain 3 or a standing double crochet. It's up to you. Your chain 3 does count as a double crochet this round. So go ahead, begin into any V-stitch, chain 3 or a standing double, then work another double crochet into the V-stitch, and now you're going to work a treble crochet into the same space, and now you're going to chain 3, work a treble crochet into the same space, and then work 2 double crochets into the same space. Remember, if I go too fast for you, which I know I do for a lot, you can always hit the slow down option in the upper right hand corner of the screen. If you need to pause and rewind, all those options are available for you at the bottom of the video here. Okay, so there's our first corner made. Now we're going to work into the next V-stitch, and we're going to work a chain 3, double crochet 3 cluster, chain 3, double crochet cluster, chain 3. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into the next V-stitch right here. We're going to work a 3 double crochet cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches. Now you have 4 stitches on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 stitches, chain 3, work 1 more 3 double crochet cluster into the same V-stitch space. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 4 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 3. Now we're going to work our corner into the next V-stitch. So 2 double crochet into the next V-stitch, 1 treble crochet into the same space, chain 3, 1 treble crochet into the same space, 2 double crochet into the same space, chain 3. Now you're going to work in the next V-stitch the same 3 double crochet cluster, chain 3, 3 double crochet cluster that we just did right here. So I'll show you one more time. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and one more time. Pull through all 4, chain 3. In the same space, another 3 double crochet cluster. Pull through all 4, chain 3. Repeat this sequence of stitches all the way around. Now you're going to perform your corner in the next V-stitch, and then another of the clusters here in the next V-stitch, so on and so forth. If you need a rewind, please feel free to do so if you don't have it memorized down how to do it now. And then when you are finished, you should have 4 of these clusters and 4 corners, and cut your yarn. You're going to join with the slip stitch after your last chain 3 into your beginning chain 3 or standing double crochet, and then you will change your color to color F, or whichever color you choose to do. Okay, so when I've completed this, I will get back with you for round 8. Alright, so this is what we have now, and now we're going to begin with our next color, and we're going to begin in, if you find a corner here, you're going to begin in the first stitch of that corner. As you see here, we have 6 stitches, and there's our corner space, so we're going to go to the very first of the corner there, and we're going to join with our new color. You can join, and these will be front posts, half double crochets I should say. The best way to do this joining, you can join with a slip stitch into the chain 3 space here first, and then wrap your yarn and work your front post half double crochet, or you can do the standing half double crochet and just begin with a front post right into it. There we go. And now you're going to chain 1. And now you're going to work a front post half double crochet around the next stitch. Chain 1, and then work a front post half double crochet around the next stitch. And now you're going to chain 3. Work a front post half double crochet around the next 3 stitches with a chain 1 in between each front post. Chain 1, front post, half double crochet, chain 1, front post, half double crochet. Do not chain 1. Now you're going to chain 3. I'm sorry, now we are going to not chain 3. We are going to chain 9. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to skip over all of your cluster work here, and you're going to work a front post half double crochet into and chain 1 into the next 3 stitches here. So front post half double crochet, chain 1, front post half double crochet around the next stitch. Let's see if I can't work around. There we go. I am just having a hard time today, y'all. There we go. Chain 1, front post half double crochet around the next stitch, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Front post half double crochet, chain 1 around the next 3 stitches, chain 1, front post on the next, chain 1, front post around the next. Now you're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and skip over all of the work here and move on to your next corner. Repeat the sequence of stitches that we just did until you get back to your beginning, and you'll join with a slip stitch into your beginning front post half double crochet. And I will get back with you when when I've done that, and we will begin round number 9. Okay, so I've joined into my beginning front post half double crochet. Now you're going to slip stitch over to the chain 1 space. And now you're going to chain 3, and this will count as a half double crochet or a chain 1, or you can do a chainless half double crochet, which is whatever is your preference, and then chain 1. Now you're going to work a half double crochet, chain 1 in the next chain 1 space. So we already worked in this one, now we're going into the next one. Work your half double crochet and your chain 1. And now you're going to work in your corner, pulling up the chain space from round number 7. We are going to the corner there. we are going to work a half double crochet around both of these chain spaces, just pulling them right on up into the work, and then you're going to chain 2 and work one more half double crochet into this corner space here. And now you're going to chain 1. Work a half double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, half double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, maybe, there we go, okay, chain 1. Now you're going to slip stitch, or I'm sorry, not chain 1, this is actually a chain 3, so two more chains there. Now you're going to slip stitch, grabbing both the chain 9 and in between your clusters from round 7, you're going to go into that space, grabbing all of it, and you're going to perform a slip stitch, bunching it all together there. And then you're going to work a chain 2 and then a half double crochet 2 clusters, so 2 half double crochet cluster into the same space. So pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and there's your first cluster, chain 2, slip stitch back into the same space, chain 3, and work 2 double crochet cluster into the same space, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 3, and slip stitch into the same space. Now you're going to chain 2. And then you're going to work another 2 half double crochet cluster into the same space. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches on your hook, chain 2. Slip stitch into the same space. Let me turn my work here. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Work a half double crochet in the next chain 1 space between the half double crochets here. Chain 1, half double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1, grab both of the chains, corner chains here, and you're going to work a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet on the same corner space, grabbing both chain spaces, and now you're going to chain 1, half double crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, half double crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to go in between the clusters here, and you're going to perform a slip stitch, grabbing both the chain spaces right here. And then you're going to chain 2 and work a 2 half double crochet cluster into this space. And then you're going to chain 2, perform a slip stitch into the same space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, a 2 double crochet cluster into the same space, chain 3, slip stitch into the same space, chain 2, and then a 2 half double crochet cluster into the same space, and chain 2. Perform a slip stitch into the same space, chain 3. Then you're going to repeat everything that we just did, and you're going to in your next chain 1 spaces between the front post half double crochets, you're going to work a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 1, and then in your corner space, do not forget to grab both the chain 3 from round 7 and your current chain 3 from round 8, and you're going to perform a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet into that space, and then chain 1, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch, grabbing both round 7 and round 8's chain spaces and performing our little cluster of, I guess we call them petals. Okay, so when I've completed this round, I will be joining with a chain 1 and then a slip stitch into my beginning half double crochet, and then we will begin round number 10, and we will be changing colors, I believe. I'll let you know when I get back around. Alright, so I've worked all the way around. As you can see, this is what it looks like. I've joined with a slip stitch into my beginning half double crochet there, and here's our corners. These are not our corners, but we will be working behind them here in this next round. We are not cutting our yarn. You can if you want to, but we are not, because on the last round, round 11 is when we do another color change. So anyway, round 10, you're going to slip stitch over to the very first chain 1 space, and now you're going to chain 3. This does count as a half double crochet and a chain 1, or you can do the standing half double crochet, whatever your preference is. It's up to you. And then chain 1. Alright, now you're going to half double crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in your corner chain 2 space here. So half double crochet, chain 2, and then work another half double crochet into the same space. And you're going to chain 1, half double crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, half double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to work into the back of our petals here, I guess. So how this is going to work is you're going to pull your work down, and you see that we have all these strands right here. We're going to pick up 2 strands from the first petal here. So if you spread your work, go to the back here, you're going to see you have, looks like about 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 or 20. I'm joking. Anyway. Okay, so you're going to just pick up a couple stitches from this first petal here. It doesn't matter how many you pick up. You could pick up all the stitches if you really wanted to, and it's not going to change the outcome. Okay, now you're going to perform a single crochet around those stitches, kind of like a front post, essentially. Okay, so perform your single crochet. Now you're going to chain 2, and you're going to do it again on the double crochet cluster here, set of petals. You're going to spread your work so you can find them, because you want it fairly even, so when you work your next round, your stitches aren't all wonky. So pick a couple from this middle piece here and perform a single crochet into it. Chain 2. And then you're going to do it one more time in the third petal here. So spread your work, pull your work down, find a couple stitches that you want to work into. Again, like I said, if you really want to, you can work into all of them. I'll show you what it looks like. You can't tell the difference. Okay? And you really can't tell the difference at all. Okay? And now you're going to chain 3. Work a half double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1. Half double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1. Now you're at your corner, so perform your corner as a half double crochet. Chain 2, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, half double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Now you're going to chain 3. And then again, you're going to repeat what we just did right here, working into those back the stitches. Just pull your work apart. Very simple. Pull your work apart. Pick up a few from the middle of the stitch here, cluster, and then perform a single crochet. Maybe. There we go. Chain 2. Again, in the middle one, pick up a few. Chain 2. And then again on the third petal here. I found it a lot easier with my fat yarn over there. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. and then work 1 half double crochet into your chain 1 space, chain 1. Repeat this all the way around. Don't forget to work your corner here with 2 chain, and then don't forget to chain 3, work behind your single crochets with chain 2 between the single crochets, then chain 3 after the last single crochet, and then put your half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet all the way around. If you need to rewind it, please feel free to do so. When I've completed round 10, you're going to join with a slip stitch into your beginning half double crochet or chain. If you did the chain 3, then it will be into the second chain of the chain 3. And cut your yarn and join with your new color. And I will get right back with you when I have finished round number 10 and beginning round 11. Okay, so we've completed that portion, and now we're going to find a corner space. Doesn't matter what corner space you work into, but you're going to work into a chain 2 corner space. You can, we're going to be working 3 half double crochet in the corner. You can begin with a slip stitch, and then a slip stitch, and then a chain 2, and that will count as your first half double crochet. Or you can do a standing half double crochet into any corner space that you'd like, and then you're going to work 2 more half double crochet into it as we are working 3 half double crochets into our corners here. So chain 1, work 1 half double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, 1 half double crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1. Now you're going to work a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 1 in the chain 3 space right here. So work your half double crochet, chain 1, and then work another half double crochet, chain 1. Now you're going to work in each chain 2 space back here that we made. There's 2 of them. We're going to be putting a half double crochet, chain 1 into each one of those 2 chain 2 spaces. So half double crochet, chain 1, go into the next chain 2 space and place a half double crochet in it, chain 1, and then in our chain 3 space we're going to do a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 1, place a half double crochet in all the chain 1 spaces to your corner, which should be 2, and then in your corner place 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. Repeat what we just did on this side here all the way around, and I will get back to you when I have finished this. Alright, so I've worked all the way around, cut my yarn, being sure to put 3 half double crochets in each corner space, 2 half double crochets with a chain 1 in each of the chain 3 spaces, and obviously 1 half double crochet, chain 1 in the chain 2 spaces behind each of our little flowers here. And this is what we have. This is the French Connection, number 68. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description box down below. And if you are not yet subscribed, click the subscribe button, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not in our crochet along, the link to our crochet along for the Facebook group, where you will find our patterns and also our charts and pictures that accommodate our patterns as well, and everybody else's lovely squares. That link is in the description down below. So give that little arrow, like right there, there's like an arrow or something pointing down. You click that and it opens up the description box there. So until next time, everybody, happy hooking.